Hello, this is DeeAnn and Life with Collective Purpose. And today I have the beautiful DeeAnn Lensen with me. Hi, DeeAnn.
Hi, Julie. Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored.
Thank you. And I've known DeeAnn for quite a few years. She has been in many of the Woman of Worth collaborative books. And she's also going to be working on her own book with me. And so I'm delighted to know her. She is the president of Touche Beauty. She is a spa consultancy and distribution company, which is called Advanced Spa Technologies. Where she won Educator of the Year last year for the spa industry, which is wonderful. She is starting her own podcast show on December 1st, which is called Empowered Inside Out Wellness Solutions. And she makes sure that when she's talking about beauty, that she's talking about beauty from the inside as well as a beauty from the outside. She calls it skincare meets soul care and reminds us that, of course, our faces are our calling cards. And look at your face, DeeAnn. Oh, my goodness, you are so beautiful.
You're so kind. You're so kind. Just to be clear, the award was not last year, but yes, I was nominated again this year. So it's very exciting. And thank you, Julie. I just love what you're doing. This is just such a wonderful journey for you. Wow.
Yeah, it has been amazing. And I'm really excited about this shift that we're all experiencing, which is from the I to the we, where we are really looking at collectively coming together, that we're moving away from competition and we're moving into collaboration. And in your industry, the beauty industry, traditionally, that was a very competitive industry, right? So how are you addressing that and bringing people together collaboratively instead of this traditional competitive environment that beauty used to be?
Well, thank you. Well, I think that one thing that needs to be mentioned is that prior to the pandemic, we were kind of in a shift, getting more and more and more all about us. We were using, social media was pushing us to compare ourselves to other people all the time. And comparing yourself to other people in order to base your self-esteem is quite a slippery slope, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, the research shows that the results are a 35% increase in narcissism. And narcissism always equates to lack of empathy. So we were pulling away from each other more and more and more and more. And then, of course, the isolation and the fear of the pandemic really made that worse. But you know what it did too, is it showed us suddenly how much we loved our tribe. The tribe that we took completely and utterly for granted, to go to dinner with, to come and visit with, that we are genetically programmed to be a tribe. Most other countries have a place, whether either you go to get water or a church where they gather, and we've just been so separated, and that isolation has just really, really caused a lot of pain and suffering and unusual anxiety. And yes, I laced coaching into the spa industry because I really felt the need. I felt the need for estheticians to understand their own self-esteem so that they could better help others. So how does that equate to helping people right now? Well, one thing we will always have control over is what goes on between our ears. And our self-talk is far more impactful on how we feel about ourselves than the outside world. And, I've stood in front of 200 women and said, how many of you look in the mirror and notice everything that's great about you with a naked face and a naked body? And one 20-year-old raises her hand. Right? We're so cruel to ourselves, and we would never talk to anyone else in our lives that way because we wouldn't get away with it.
It's so true. Like we really beat ourselves up, and that especially in the beauty industry, where you are, it's like the image is the young body, the beauty of young and slim, and yet you are testament to the over 60s beauty, like this beauty that shines from mentorship, from knowing, right? I mean, that you're demonstrating to women and men that they can be, very beautiful at whatever age. And I love what you do with that, DeeAnn.
Well, thank you. You know, it has a lot to do with what goes on between your ears and what you feel that you deserve.
Yes.
Because I've added nutrition to my offering. So I'm a European trained skincare expert, a spa consultant, advanced aesthetic educator, and I added coaching certifications and NLP practitioner to that because I felt that it was needed. And now I've added nutrition because when we say beauty from the inside out, well, you can moisturize your skin all you want, but if there's no water inside, it can't hold any moisture down.
Mm.
And our collagen breaks down, starts to diminish by the age of 20. And I've added a beautiful collagen elixir that just, I bless it to my body. So rather than when I put my skincare on, I tap in positive affirmations and I teach emotional freedom technique when you apply your skincare. And if you'll have my contact information here, I'll send you one. Just send me your email. But also when I drink my collagen elixir, I know that it's been made so bioavailable. And this is 6% of your body's skin. I'm treating 100% of my body's skin with this. My hair, my nails, my skin. It's why not? Why not?
Wow. Exactly. Now you're going to be offering soon, along with your new podcast, a mastermind program to bring people together and really empower them from the inside out. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Thank you, Julie. Well, I'm working with Master Coach Mark Fournier, who has a 40-year, award-winning experience in coaching, and he has a program that addresses all of our needs. We're understanding where we're at, where we want to be, and the most important, giving us tools to get there. And then when you add a mastermind, so you do the study and you do the exercises, and then once a week, I'm on a mastermind coaching call with you, and we help hold each other gently accountable. And sometimes people will have questions for me that I can, add my own experience and my own coaching experience. And wow, the results are, well, life-changing. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, when I first took the course, a company was trying to recruit me and they gave me the course for free. And that was their biggest mistake because I ended up not joining the company, but working with Mark. There was so much change in me that my husband, Michael, asked if he could take it. And yeah, we still use the verbiage from that course in our relationship, which is 35 years old, by the way.
Wow. 35. You've been married for 35 years?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's amazing. And you are, I mean, I look at Michael and you just told me he was 73 years old. And I'm like, what? He looks like maybe 60. I mean, he's a race car driver. And I mean, you guys really walk the talk about being empowered from the inside out. You look so vibrant and so young, both of you.
Well, thank you. We love our life, and we're, it's the nutrition, making sure you're getting the proper nutrition. And these days that's not easy because the ground is so overworked. We have to really watch that. And that's why I added that to my offerings. But I just do want to tell you, Julie, he finally got back to racing because it opened up again because of the pandemic, and he won 2 out of 3 races. The young guys, the other racers, they go, I just want to beat the old guy. And all things being equal, they can't.
Wow.
Yeah.
All that wisdom and I know how healthy you guys are. Now, I want to delve more into the topic of collective purpose because, you know, as you said, we've come out from this period of isolation where we kind of got used to being isolated, but at the same time, there was a more heightened awareness of how important tribe is and how important it is to actually come together. So, what is your experience about what is happening right now in terms of people coming together and people collaborating together?
People are starved for relationship, and they didn't really realize it. I just spoke at a women's retreat a week ago Saturday, and as the response was so warm and open, and I don't think I've changed much. I think that the receptivity has changed a lot. We, having been isolated from tribe completely, we recognize now how much it's needed, and people are coming together. They're reaching out more. They're absolutely, rather than just having a chat conversation, I notice they're remembering everything that you say about yourself, and the next time you talk to them, they're bringing it up. And wow, there's a saying, I like me best when I'm with you. Guess what? If that's how you treat other people, they're going to want to be with you. And it's so needed right now.
It is. It's so needed. And I know that when you walk into a room, the room lights up because your energy and you really are, your beauty is shining from the inside. And I think that that we all need to feel inspired to live our lives that way, that, you know, collectively, when one person smiles and one person's in joy, and when that one person walks into the room, everybody lights up with that person's energy. So I think doing more collaborations, coming together more is so important. And even if we can't do it in person, the mastermind you're doing is a really good example of bringing people together on Zoom or an online platform where you can still feed from that collective energy.
Exactly. And especially if there's a focus on what our needs are, and getting those needs met, rather than just, chatting and talking. And when you speak about collaboration, Julie, you are such a genius I mean, I've sat in a group of 15 women, and they all have an idea about how they can collaborate in a book, and like magic, you just pull it all together. I'm an 8-time best-selling author because of you, lady.
Is it that many books that you've been in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Including the Pursuit 365, that's number 8.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. 8 books. Mm-hmm. An 8-time best-selling author. And I know the reason why you kept doing that was because of the power of collaboration, right? Every time you were involved in a new book, you were connecting with another 15 women.
Not only that, but I was connecting with people that really cared about me sharing my story. Because I, as an advanced aesthetic educator, everything is science to me, and I wanted to teach. And you kept saying, tell a story. She did, you guys. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. Except her hand wasn't on me, but it felt like it. And it was so, and then now it's just so natural for me. It's so natural, and I love it. The only thing that matters is that we're better than we used to be. And the only thing that matters is the difference that we make while walking on this earth. So collaboration is everything.
Yes, it is. Can you show us some of those books that you were in? I can see them at the back there. And look at that. Look at this, guys. Look how many books.
These are WOW books. And this is the Family Tree one that you were the publisher for, with and my son and I collaborated in this one, and that was a breathtaking experience. And there's a couple more, and they really vary. 16 Women Thriving Through Turbulent Times, Emotional Intelligence, which I was really able to use a lot of my coaching and talk about the science of emotional intelligence. I did one of them is also with my 2 daughters, so I feel really complete. Now I got to do my own so that I can have one with Michael, right?
Yes.
My husband.
I'm excited about that one because you're going to be talking about the importance of beauty from the inside out, and that, you know, as we mature and as we get older and we step into our 60s and 70s and beyond, like, you know, now like 60 is the new 80, right? It's like there seems to be no limit. There
Right.
seems to be no limit. I remember seeing on Facebook a picture of a 75-year-old woman, you know, and she's kind of in, you know, she's overweight. She doesn't look well. She's kind of like, you know, struggling, and you know, when someone's saying something about, you know, oh, well done, you know, you made it to the meeting today, and I look at that and I go, wow. But you know what, if you're actually empowered, 75 is nothing. I mean, look at Michael, he's 73. You know, that's no age. You can just keep going, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And we need to believe in ourselves. We need to give ourselves permission. We need to determine what our program is about our body image. What is our program about our body image, and where did it come from? And then decide what it is that you want, and move forward, and you can reach it. You can change those subconscious programs that were downloaded on you when you were before the age of 6 or 7. You can change them. It takes space, sustained repetition, but you can actually grow new neural pathways and have a different habit that serves you and helps you to be the best you can be and make more of a difference.
And look at this, viewers. DeeAnn, and I'm sure you won't mind me sharing this, DeeAnn, but DeeAnn just celebrated her 67th birthday. Now, really, this is what you get when you follow.
Wait, this is what you get.
Look at that. Look at those muscles. You're amazing, DeeAnn. I love you so much. How can people connect with you?
DeeAnnLensen.com, or through Facebook at Empowered Inside Out. That's even easier to remember. Empowered Inside Out is my Facebook page. And the podcast is coming early December. The coaching is just ready to put up. And, you know, you can take the coaching online by yourself, or you can join a mastermind where once a week we have a coaching session all together and support each other.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Empowered Inside Out on Facebook. So look up DeeAnn and become empowered collaboratively and collectively to make this world a more beautiful place, and a place where our beauty shines from within. Thank you, DeeAnn. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. And remember, live life with collective purpose. Thanks, DeeAnn.
Thank you, hon.